Well, I think if I were to change anything in my career, looking back over all the years of, again, real estate and then doing the seminar business, I would have spent more time researching the first company that I went to work for. It was a friend of my father's, and that can also be a challenge that a friend has a friend. And they had no training. They had literally no reputation. And I only, of course, I've had people say, Tom, you sold 365 homes in a year, averaging one a day. I didn't start off that way. My first 6 months, I made one little home sale. My income for the first 6 months was $42 a month, which is what I was making. That is why I was so fortunate to meet people, to meet a J. Douglas Edwards, who was the father of American selling, to meet a Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, who his wonderful book was life-changing. And I really have to say that fortunately I stayed in the business to where all of a sudden I started realizing what to say to people. To where if they said it cost too much, I had 14 words I would say. And it was just like what we have in this book. They say this, we'll say that, this way. And in having that language communication, we'll have an effective way to help them not only agree with our thinking, but to hopefully want to have a relationship.
And I think the other thing that's interesting about that, the way that you just said that, just the way that you communicate with people. And that's what I love about this book, is that both of us, I feel, are very engaging with other people. We really want them to be involved and engaged in what we're doing. And when I think back on my career, I remember at the beginning trying so hard just to be able to make money.
Right.
And like you were just suggesting, even your first 6 months, I remember thinking, okay, well, the salary I'm getting is only $23,000. How am I going to ever live on that and actually make any money? But we get so focused on the money that we forget about what our passions are and how we're going to make the best out of a career. And it's just like a Tiger Woods or anybody else. The first tournament they play in, they don't win. They may not even make a cut, which means they make no money. And a lot of professional golfers work for years on these bottom tours where they make next to nothing, practically live out of their cars, in cheap hotels, cheap food, cheap everything, just because they're so passionate about golf, and then they end up making millions of dollars later.
Right. Well, it's so funny, you know, I use the F word, focus. You use the P word,
Yes.
which I really love. And that was the word passion. And I'll tell you where I learned the word passion. Many years ago, I was playing golf with Wayne Gretzky. And Wayne, of course, changed the sport of hockey in the United States. He came from the Edmonton Oilers, moved to California, was on the Kings, and literally changed, in a way, the world or America's feelings about this skating around, hitting this puck hockey. Well, you know, I'm driving back to my home with him, and I said, Wayne, you don't know much what I do. I'm an author of books, and I teach the field of sales. And I'm just curious, why do you think you were so great? I mean, here you're called the Great One. Here you're number 99. Your jersey is like so prominent in the world of hockey. Why do you think it was? And he said, I'll tell you why. I had a passion for all aspects of the sport. I had a passion for winning, but I had a passion for losing. I had a passion for practice, a passion knowing that when I skated on the ice, all the other team was after me. Because if they could stop me, they would stop the team. And he wasn't being braggadocious.
Right.
I think he was stating a point, and I so hope the folks enjoying our time together realize that we both burn with this thing called passion.
Yes.
A passion to instill in others that they can be unbelievable. I just flew in recently from China, and China is bukasahi. Bukasahi means unbelievable in Chinese.
I love that. Bukasahi.
Bukasahi.
I learned a new word today.
Yes,
this is wonderful.
It's a new word. But if you could see, we had over 1,000 people in Beijing, And they're all yelling because they don't understand a word I say because I have an interpreter. But I got them up there, Bugasahi! So all of you joining us can be unbelievably great, and we sure want to be a part of that.
Absolutely.